Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 1 of Let's Play Don't Starve as Wickerbottom. We're going to start this up. We made no customizations of the world of any kind. So Wickerbottom is a character that I thought looked cool from the first time I saw her and wanted to play with her. I also think she would be ideal for adventure mode. And if any one of 100 things don't kill us first, we're going to give adventure mode a try. Alright, let's see. Looks like we have at least some of the basics at hand. We can gather right away. We get some flint and twigs and berries. So it looks like we can make an axe already. And I think we'll do exactly that. And let's put it to use. So we're going to start off. We're just going to try to gather as many of the basics as we can. I might as well grab the pine cones for that matter. We don't need flowers right now, but we can certainly use carrots. Yep, more twigs, more grass, more flint. Okay. Now, not that I need to find it today, but I'd like to find a spot for a permanent camp. My preference is something that is near a good supply of rabbits, because rabbits are pretty much my favored food supply during winter. Now, I remember, yeah, there was something up here that I wanted. So let's grab this as well as the berries. Now, I don't know. I don't really need seeds right this second. I don't know if we're going to find rabbits. It certainly doesn't appear that there's any in the immediate vicinity. Let's get over to the road. We'll make better time. Ah, there they are. Although, I only see one rabbit hole so far, so let's not start celebrating just yet. We could make a pickaxe and break up some stone, but we don't necessarily need that right this minute. Okay, so here's some more rabbit holes. So this actually looks like an area with some promise. If there's beefaloes anywhere around, that would be even better. Yeah, wow. So lots of grass, lots of rabbits. I'm probably, in fact, forget probably, I'm going to make a couple of traps right now. And we're going to set them because I don't know how many carrots and berries we're going to find. And rabbits are just such a great food source. Alright, go ahead and replenish our grass supply a little bit because we just used a bunch up. And I'm realizing we could definitely do with some more logs as well. And the day is actually getting a little long in the teeth. Let's go ahead and just see if we can move out of this grassland area. Jeez. Maybe we can't. Wow, this is really big. Oh, and we come to a dead end. Wow. Yeah, this is one of the bigger grasslands I've seen in a while. Yeah, I should have gone the other way, I guess, where I knew there were trees, because now it's definitely a little more dicey. Let's just get on the path. I just want to chop down like 1 or 2 decent sized trees really quick. Come on. Now, if we get the Guardian That will really make me sad, to put it mildly. Okay, we just doubled our log supply, right? Grab these. Is that a spider? Sure sounds like it. Don't know where he is. Come on. Yeah, I hear him. I just don't know where he is. Don't really care a lot where we set up camp tonight. We're pretty much just looking for a place to, you know, not be in the dark, for lack of a better way to put it. All right, we're low on twigs. Let's go ahead and gather some. And we'll set up our camp in just a minute here. I don't see any need to rush. I see a wormhole. That's not bad. More berries. So we have plenty of food for tonight. Alright. And as far as I know, at least, there's no spiders here. Let's not push our luck. We'll go ahead and make a campfire. And let's chop this down. So I'm going to call this a good first day. Other than beefalo, which I would love to find to help us survive winter, I think we've found virtually everything else. I guess I shouldn't say that. Ideally, I'd love to find pigmen. I'd love to find spiders. There's a lot of things that you'd like to gather to help make, you know, the different things you want. Alright, let's get over here. How am I doing for flint? I only have 3, so that may be something we want to spend a little time on tomorrow. I don't think I want to do it right now, but pretty quickly I'd like to make a log suit and spear. Yeah, there's no way I'm using all 3 of my flint to make the spear right now. And we would literally... Oh, no, okay, 15 is what we have. So we would use half of our log supply. We'll do a little more resource gathering. So far, at least, yeah, we're about to need another axe, too. I might as well just make it now, rather than waste daylight hours. How much do you need for a shovel? 2. Alright, I'm not going to do that. I guess that is, oh, God, I'm not paying attention. Let's cook some berries and eat them. Alright. And we'll go ahead and cook up a carrot as well. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's keep an eye out for flint. I think that's one of the things that I am most interested in. And look at that. I have seen worlds where, for whatever reason, they're very low on flint. And I'm not saying this will be one of them. But, you know, we want to make sure it's not before we go using it up, you know, in big numbers or carelessly at all. You know, it's funny. I think in a lot of ways, flint really is just one of... Oh, I didn't need to do that. I'd already made it. It's one of the most critical resources. Although there's actually quite a few that would probably fit that description. Alright, I think we have picked this area bare. I'm not going to chop down another tree. I would consider doing a smaller one. That would just give us a full stack. I don't want to tie up another inventory slot. Although now that I think about it, you know what I could do is... What do I need for a backpack? Yeah, let's just do that. No need for us to be starved for space right now. And I haven't forgotten the rabbit traps. I know they're down there. I'm just not in any great hurry to go pick them up. Alright, I just want to fill in the map. When I look at this later, I want to know there was nothing else in this direction. This is fairly barren, though. I don't think we're going to want to spend a lot of time over here. Sure. Alright, I'll go ahead and grab more twigs. There's so much stuff we need to make that we almost can't have too much. You know, twigs, grass, rock, anything. I'm still not going to make a pickaxe just yet. Although it's going to be awfully hard to do without stone, I have to admit. We're going to want a fire pit. That's pretty key as soon as we figure out where we want our camp. Also, I just realized I'm kind of an idiot because if I make a pickaxe and I start breaking up boulders, then I have a supply of flint, don't I? So why don't we do that? And then at the same time, we'll start getting regular stone. Alright. Our rock collection has begun. So maybe today, let's see. I'm not going to go very far in this direction. That's interesting. These roads usually lead to pigs or, you know, something more interesting. Alright, pigs and spiders. Awesome. So we don't need to worry about that right this second, but there you go. That can give us spider glands, spider silk, pig skin for a football helmet. I mean, so literally, I guess the only thing I haven't seen now that I really want to is beefalo. And I'm sure they're somewhere. Night will be here soon. Alright, let's go check our traps. They probably... Yep. We have bunnies. And, you know, I'm actually pretty sure I know where I want to camp. I think at the edge of this grassland over near where the pigmen are. Although, I say that. We'll see. We'll just camp regularly for at least one more night. Our sanity is strong, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, I don't necessarily think this is like the greatest area for things like carrots and berries. But there's so freaking many rabbits, I'm not too worried about it. If we could eat grass, holy moly, really wouldn't be worried about it. We're almost up to a full stack. I'll stop at that point. Yeah, if anything, we'll probably need more twigs. We're going to need more of a lot of things, let's be honest. I'm actually going to head this way. Let's gather more stone. What do we got right now? 6. Yeah, that's so weak. And I have to admit, I'm pretty greedy for flint right now. I just want to go over as far as I can this way before nightfall. See if we... Wait, did I do that already? No, that's what I thought. Ah, beef. Holy crap, a winter hat. That is awesome. Alright, I don't want to use it up, especially since it's already down to 28%. We just found beefalo, so that's pretty awesome. We can use the manure for farming. We can shave them and get wool. We can kill one and get a horn. We can make a beefalo hat. Okay, let's do this and do it right now. Yes, it is bright enough to see. And we will go ahead and cook up a berry. And I think while we're at it, we're going to cook up a bunny. Yep, we're going to need more than that apparently. Let's go ahead and cook these carrots. Okay, she is full. What do we got on the map? So there's a forest down south. Yeah. If there's any rabbits over here, then we'll probably set up shop here. We'll see. So my only food that I've got is the one rabbit. Fair enough. I don't exactly count the poisonous red cat. The forest was to the north, right? No, the forest is to the south, and we don't know what's to the north. So at daybreak, we're going to go north. And we're going to see what there is to see very briefly. I see rabbit holes. That's good. So this is another pretty big grassland, it looks like. Savanna, whatever they're called. Fair enough. Well, I need 3 of these to top off my stack. I don't think we want to be on the north side because, yeah, it's just too far from anything else. I'm just going to kind of run around the perimeter of this thing. So that's interesting. A spider den right in the middle. I'm not going to fight them right now. That seems unnecessarily reckless. I don't need to make something that requires the spider silk. I don't need monster meat. We know it's there. We can come back for it. I don't want a lot of seeds, but I wouldn't mind having some. Oh. So we got these pig guardians. Does that mean the king is somewhere around here? Usually, I thought when you had those guys, it meant that the king was around. Alright, nothing else over here. So this is kind of a boring area. Oh, that's not boring. I need to remember to come back. So we have a resurrection now if we need it. I want to come back and bust up those pig head on a spike things to, God, this is huge, to get pig skins. I prefer that to just killing pigs. Alright. Well, boy, if grass is going to be the key to our salvation, we will not be short. We certainly will be able to make all the rabbit traps we want and then some. Alright, we're not dying for more wood, but I might as well top off the stack. And then I'm going to head in back towards those pig guardians and see if the king is over there. If he is, and if we're lucky enough to find some graves later, Am I going the right way? I feel like I'm too... No, actually, this is pretty good. He could be a source for a lot of gold. And I would not mind that, to put it mildly. Okay. I'm too far north. So I certainly didn't need to worry about... I didn't mean to actually get close enough to take damage. I guess it is just... Huh. That's so strange. So they're just out here in the middle of nowhere defending tufts of grass where there's 10 million tufts of grass. Does that make sense to anybody? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, let's try to fill this in. Oh, I haven't done anything about gathering food today, have I? Oh boy. It's not that I can't survive a single night without eating. She could. Don't know that it's necessarily the smartest thing. I could make more traps and set them down out here. That's possible. How far away am I? Here's the traps I set before. Yeah, pretty far. Alright, I think I'm not going to worry a whole lot. I just want to go east, see what there is to see. And we're going to both be heading back to our traps and exploring at the same time. I am pretty okay with that. And if I really had to, I could always make a log suit and a spear and waste a beefalo. Yeah. So at least we're filling in the edge of the map. There's an area in the middle that we're not, but... No, I have not really filled this in, but I think we can guess. It's grassland. Alright, so we got some spiders. That doesn't go anywhere. I don't want to get in a fight with them right now. Let's move along. It's getting close to dark. So, where am I? Yeah, okay. I did not mean to turn that. There's our traps. Go ahead and reset them. And then we're going to want to set a campfire pretty much immediately. Okay. And I might as well just do some quick slaughtering and cooking. And while I'm at it, let's just cook these seeds too. Alright. And nightfall has occurred, so we're not going to go and do anything else for the moment. I think I'm going to use that manure as fuel for the rest of the night. Well, we don't really need papyrus right at the moment. Or niter. So let's kind of get that out of the way. Consolidate that. We still have pine cones. I'm partly keeping these with me because I think wherever we settle, if there aren't a lot of trees, we can plant them. And, I mean, 15, that's actually not a bad start on our own little mini forest. Okay, so... trying to figure out if the beefalo are more over here. Maybe we settle over here. It's not far from the resurrection stone. Where were the pigs? These are the pigs I don't want any part of. The pigs and spiders. Yeah, maybe we'll go over this way. We'll explore there tomorrow. What a wonderful aroma that must be when you throw manure on a fire. Doesn't seem like it would be very pleasant. And it won't be too much longer before we come up on the morning. I can't think of anything else we should be doing between now and then. Alright, come on. There we go. I think one thing we'll do is go ahead and bust this up. I could definitely use more flint. And if we make a fire pit, I'm not even sure we have enough rock to do that. I think it takes 12. I think we just now got to the minimum. Okay. Lots of trees, no question about that. I only see the one pig house so far. Okay, we got bees. And gold. Nice. So now that means we can build a science machine. And for anybody who doesn't know, Wickerbottom has this great ability. Right now, she actually is already capable of making things that the science machine prototypes. If you build a science machine, she can make whatever an alchemy engine can do, or alchemy machine, whatever they call it. So she gets that bonus where she can go one level of technology higher than whatever machine you built. So, you know, building a science machine isn't really that tough. And if you can get that far, you've opened up most of the things you care about opening up. So it's pretty amazing. I guess at the moment, I'm not going to worry about... Whoa, look at this. Wow, and I wanted to do adventure mode, and here's the metal potato thing. Is this where I want to camp? We've got pre-built farms. Maybe. I may just build a fire pit around here. It seems like we could do a lot worse. I see a walrus camp. Well, okay, is it just me, or would it be a little dangerous to set up camp next to one of these? I do like knowing where it is, though. I've never killed the walrus. I've never made a walking cane. And maybe it's just because she's an older character, but I think it would be so cool for Wickerbottom to walk around with that stupid cane. Plus, as a practical thing, they're really good. They really increase the movement speed significantly. So when you're exploring, it's pretty awesome. Ooh boy. Well, this is a little scary. Does this lead to something? I mean, God knows it's a great place to get ore. I mean, every rock we could ever want. Wow, lots of wood, too. This is something else. Okay, let's take the road back. I don't think I want to go through that. Eek, that was close. Oh, yeah. Oh, we can. Wow, man. We could go after the koala font, but I'm not doing that right now. Well, if we make permanent camp near here, I think we're going to have a lot of spider silk, but we're going to have to really kill some spiders. Alright, let's do this. To thin out the population. I mean, holy cow, there's a lot of these guys. Okay. Let's go back down here. I'm sold. There's dangers, but there's a lot of stuff that we can use. So. Oh boy, that walrus camp is close. Whatever. No guts, no glory, right? Do we go for one more? Okay. Enough. There's so many rocks we can gather in this area. So what's a good place for the pit? Maybe like here. And then once we bust up these boulders, which I might as well do now, we'll have room for a crock pot and pretty much whatever we want. Alright. That cleared out a little space at least. And I only have one seed, but I might as well plant it. Are there any others just right nearby? Not that I see. That's fine. Okay, can I build a crock pot? No, because I'll need charcoal. Yeah, we'll need a little time to get set up here. I gotta go reclaim my traps and set some up in this area, but it seems like, you know, this area will be awesome once we get it going. We're certainly going to have all the gold we need to just, you know, make whatever we want. Might as well take this shovel too. We'll throw another manure on. Can I build a chest? Because I'm going to want... I don't want to use all of my wood. But I think this is okay. That's fine. And then let's put that in there, because we certainly don't need to carry that around. We don't need the niter. We don't need the winter hat. We don't need papyrus. Gold. Actually, the pine cones I want to keep with me for the moment. Yep, that's fine. Alright, she's still hungry. Let's just cook these carrots. And maybe what I'll do is just make some traps now while we can't do anything else. And tomorrow we're going to try to get set up to do a bunch of stuff for our camp. Get a crock pot going, catch some rabbits, yada yada yada. So this area is too barren. In some ways that does make this kind of a poor spot, I guess. Oh, and there's a bird over here. That's interesting. Let's grab the seeds. That's fine. Overall, I'm not that unhappy. I guess I'll have to walk a little ways to get to the rabbits. Maybe that part is not ideal. Maybe I'll have to walk a long ways to get to the rabbits. Maybe that part is a lot less than ideal. Yeah, I guess I got a little excited and I didn't realize how far it was. Actually, we don't want to go this way. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's not where we want to be. It's hard to say for sure. So let's do this. Let's place some traps. First things first. I want rabbits by the end of the day. That's really step one. Where are my other traps? Not in this direction, so let's go down here. I just realized it's day 5. I'm trying to limit these episodes to 4 days each, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you for watching, and please tune in next time when we see if we can work out some sort of permanent camp.